Welcome to the Leith Hill Musical Festival's new singing year. It's October and time to gather together for our annual Come and Sing Day, this year introducing our new festival conductor, Jonathan Willcocks. The day begins with cups of tea, registration and a good catch-up, before the singing begins with a not too strenuous warm-up.
Straight up and then consciously relax. If you wear glasses, your specs by that stage should be rattling up and down on the bridge of your nose. Up another semitone, this time.
We're delighted to have Jonathan as our new festival conductor. So what is Jonathan's background?
My background, really, the most formative experience I had was when I was a boy chorister from the age of 8 at King's College, Cambridge. And really those 5 years formed the foundation of everything I've done ever since. It gave me a terrific musical education. By the age of 13 I emerged, through no credit to myself, being very fluent in the language of music, because I'd spent hours doing it each day. And from there on, music has been an important part of my life. I've been conducting chorally since I was about 20. I was fortunate enough to be appointed as musical director of a large, good amateur choir at the age of 23. And so for the last 40 years now, I've been leading musical organisations. I'm very proud to have been invited to take the reins at Leith Hill with its huge legacy of the last 111 years.
There are two pieces on this year's Come and Sing programme. A classic, the Foray Requiem, and Jonathan's own composition, Sing Africa. And Jonathan leads us through the choral workshops.
And gone. And you can see the pianist is packing up too.
So why are these workshops so much a part of the festival?
Well, this is an opportunity at the beginning of the singing year for many people from the Leith Hill family to come together and enjoy a day of music making. All choral singers take part because they really love singing, and what we've tried to do today is to put together an opportunity for very experienced singers and less experienced singers, both singers from within the Leith Hill choirs and also people from outside who may then perhaps be interested in being part of the Leith Hill Festival to come together. And I'm delighted we had over 300 singers come together to enjoy everything we've been doing today. Now we'll finish the day by giving performances of both the Foray Requiem and also the three African pieces, just to round out the day. So the singers really feel they've achieved something, a sense of destination to the day, as well as the choral workshops we've been having all day. Well done. I've known about the Leith Hill Festival for very many years. Anybody involved in choral music knows about it because it has such a great tradition, with Vaughan Williams being the founder conductor. And so anybody involved in the musical world knows about the Leith Hill Festival. My first direct involvement was in 1984 when I was first invited to come and adjudicate. And I've been invited back, I think I've been back a dozen times to the festival to adjudicate since, very much enjoying it. And I think the thing that really strikes me and why I was thrilled when I was invited to become involved is the spirit that it has. Everybody clearly loves what they're doing. It absolutely epitomises the best things about choral amateur singing for me. The fact that everybody is there because they love singing, and the miracle of choral singing is that the outcome is so much more than the sum of the parts. If you heard the 300 singers sing individually today, you might think, I don't think put that together and it's going to make a great result. But there's something magical about choral singing, if it's effectively led, whereby those 300 singers can come together and they can make music at a level far above what they can do as individuals. And this is epitomised really what the Leith Hill Musical Festival is about.
And how is the programme for the festival chosen?
Well, the programme, what we're trying to do really is to choose music which is appropriate for the individual choirs, but also to have one major work at least in each programme which individual choirs probably can't perform very effectively by themselves, and the choirs coming together can do in a splendid way. And that was the founding principle of village choirs from around the sort of Leith Hill area coming together to perform the major works which small village choirs couldn't actually do by themselves. And that is the guiding principle for the music committee, which one of my roles as musical director, as the festival conductor, is to be the fulcrum of the music committee, which has very distinguished people on it: John Rutter, Bob Chilcott, and the past conductors such as William Llewellyn and Christopher Robinson, and of course Brian Kay now, who is the recently retired festival conductor, will also be on the music committee. A huge amount of experience there.
So, what are Jonathan's ambitions for the Leith Hill Musical Festival in the coming years?
Obviously, what I want to do as festival conductor, I have three roles really. One is to provide musical leadership in all its forms, most obviously in conducting, as I am today, leading the workshop of the singing day, and also taking joint rehearsals and conducting the performances, the 3 evening performances in the festival, and also the tradition to perform either the St Matthew Passion or the St John Passion or Messiah in early March. And so that's part of it. Secondly is to provide the musical leadership in terms of planning and making sure the festival never stagnates and looks forward the whole time. And thirdly, very importantly, my role is also to support the 12 component choirs, to encourage and support the conductors. I'm very much working in partnership with the conductors, musical directors of the 12 choirs, and in the last 9 months, I've made considerable efforts to reach out to the conductors. It's not a matter of how many choirs I want to play with them. It's a matter of me working in partnership with the conductors of the choirs. The other strand, which I'm very keen to try and develop, is to involve more young singers in the festival, because the future of the festival, the future of singing, it lies in the development and enthusing of young singers. I was very aware that without the opportunities I had as boy chorister, which admittedly was rather esoteric, being a king's chorister, but I can still remember at the age of 8, I was singing in the treble choir of one of the early performances of Britain War Requiem, and being part of a large-scale performance with an adult choir and professional soloists and orchestra. And it was very, very striking. And I know that if you can give opportunities like that for young singers, Andrew Carter's Benedicite has a youth choir involved, and I'm determined that we should try and involve young singers so that they get infected. Because the reality is that adults between the age of 20 and 50, lots of things swim across their path. It's difficult for them to maintain non-stop choral activity. Work gets in the way, family gets in the way, they move around. But if they've had good opportunity, whether at school or children, whether it's through children's choirs or school choirs or church choirs, just opportunities to find out that singing is fun, you can then come back to it. You can pick it up again in the 20s, 30s, 40s. Well, if you haven't had that, for an adult to find satisfaction in singing when they have no idea which way the copy is meant to go up is very much harder.